I admit sometimes I contemplated a relationship with a turtle was even possible. But I digress. His drinking is completely out of control, and he's just not the same anymore.
After the shredder thing, Mikey was never the same. He seemed always on edge. We tried to convince him to get help, but he was more interested in liquor and pizza.
People don't understand what it's like. Once you take a drink and all that anxiety you feel, it never goes away, but it's at least tempered a little bit. You know, your mind can just relax and you can enjoy yourself for a minute, or not even enjoy yourself, but just get away from all of that anxiety. I mean, it feels like you're gonna have a heart attack. And so you start off and you just want one drink to calm you down a little bit. And before you know it, you just wake up and you shake so much, and you have to have liquor. You have to chug it as fast as you can to even be able to breathe. I mean, it feels like you're gonna die. It's the scariest thing ever. And I mean, you'll do so much. You'll look through empty liquor bottles from a year ago. You will look for beer cans that have been stagnating for days. It doesn't matter. When you're an alcoholic and you start going through withdrawals, it never ends anymore. Now you've just added to your problems, and you start to forget whether the anxiety came first and caused the need for liquor, or the liquor came and just constantly is needed to cure the anxiety. It's a vicious cycle. The worst part of it all is when you're an alcoholic, you go through this battle alone. I mean, you obviously affect other people and they have to suffer from your issues, but when you have this problem, you just want someone to understand and not judge you. But how can they understand what you're going through if they haven't gone through it? All they see is someone they love hurting themselves. And the fact that they can't do anything about it makes them angry at you. And all you want to do is take away that anger for them, but you don't know what you can do. And so you get more anxiety. And so what can you do to solve the anxiety? You drink more. So without, funny enough, without intervention of some sort in this situation, the vicious cycle will just continue forever until, till I die, or I hit rock bottom and something happens to make this whole thing easier for me, or even possible. Who's gonna fix it for me? You? You got a solution to my problem? Or you just don't like me being me? Huh? You tell me to do this, you tell me to do that. You don't care how much I suffer in the middle of it? This works, and you're trying to stop it because you think you know better than I do. some left. Where is it? Fuck. I feel like shit. It's gotta be here. There's gotta be some here somewhere. It's like this. So every morning when you wake up, your goal is to, let's say, you got to get up and push a massive boulder up to the top of a hill, right? Every day when you get up. And when you wake up, that boulder is immediately rolling back on you. I mean, your knees are buckling, trying to keep this boulder from running you over, and, then going down the hill to smash over all the nice townspeople's houses. So you're not just worried about the boulder running over you, but now you got to worry about the townspeople. And you've experienced this before. You've tried to push the rock up that hill without liquor many times, but without your truck, we'll use a truck to represent liquor. Without the liquor or your truck, first thing in the morning, the struggle to hold that boulder up quickly gets out of control, and you're approaching the townspeople's houses. So you start freaking out, losing more ground and more ground. So then, when you can't start your truck and that boulder is rolling down the hill, you start screaming to your neighbors, and the neighbors are pissed off. You're up so early already trying to start that old truck, and they're like, fuck you, dude. But they also see the boulder is going to roll down the hill. And if you don't stop it, they don't do anything, it's going to kill their grandma or something. So pissed off, they get up out of bed, then come to help you keep the boulder from rolling down the hill, while the third one is already running to the auto shop to get parts for the truck, i.e., go to the liquor store and get a bottle for you. So finally they come back for the parts or the truck, and for some reason the boulder is not weighing on you as much as it was. And you start the truck back up and get the boulder moving up the hill a little bit finally. And the neighbors that helped you go back to sleep, pissed off because they got to go to work in 2 hours, and you woke them up to help you out so early. And then just as you start, getting going a little bit, the guilt starts to weigh in. The boulder got baked in the sun starts slipping or something. Truck can't handle it, the heat, whatever. So, you put the e-brake on and patch up a tire, duct tape a brake line, i.e. drink more liquor. But the problem is the tape never lasts and the patches always rip. And if you keep continuously trying to ask people for help to patch the tire so you can drive the truck that's holding up the boulder that's headed towards the townspeople, instead of just taking it to your local authorized dealer and being patient enough to wait for a real repair and just suffer through what you got to suffer through, every day you're just going to keep repeating that same process. You'll jerry-rig a temporary fix, and you'll get a temporary result. Meanwhile, you bring down all your neighbors with you, and after a while they hate you for it.